we're exclusive, but we can't talk. We can't communicate.
It doesn't even make sense to me when you really think about it.
Yeah.
You're on a break with rules. So we're together.
Yes. Swag in a bag, put on the tag. We're back with another episode of Gen2Gen. My name is Matthew Espinosa.
I'm Erik Griffin.
And apparently Erik is weirded out that I have so much energy today.
Yeah, what's that about? So your workouts are going well? You're feeling...
My workouts was going well until and I'm actually glad you brought this up so early on in this episode. Bro, I ate absolute crap. Probably like 4 days ago on this dirt bike, and I haven't been able to like fully work out. Like I've been working out every day. Yeah, I hurt myself badly. Like my knee, like I was like today's the first day I've been able to like normally walk in the last 4 or 5 days.
What are you doing on a dirt bike?
Dude, I don't know. I was with my boy Hayes and my other boy Rusty, and
so you have two friends named Hayes and Rusty.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Are those
real? Those are
that are government names?
Hayes, yes. I don't know if Rusty is. I don't know.
Hayes and Rusty.
Yeah.
Sounds like a show coming to Fox.
But no, like, bro, we're driving on the street. I tear it up on the streets. You know, it's
on the street. You're riding a dirt bike on the street.
Well, no, it's like an electronic bike that has wheels of like a dirt bike, and it's all electronic, but it's powerful. Like if you put on sport mode, it goes up to like 40, 45, 50 miles per hour. So next thing I know, he goes up on this curb and then goes down this trail. It's like a hiking trail, like Mulholland type area. And I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on? Next thing I know, we're like going over these big rocks and all these divots. And I'm like going. And there was one moment where I like go over this divot. And I'm like, oh, wow, I almost crashed. Like that could have been bad. Like I shouldn't crash. 2 minutes later, bro, I'm going up this hill. My wheels goes in this little ditch. It like slides out. And I just completely fall over like forward to the left. And land directly on this sheet of rocks or whatever, like these sharp rocks. And immediately, like my hand got messed up. Like my hand was like just in so much pain because I put my hand down first. So I thought, oh yeah, hand's broken.
To do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. So
what are you supposed to do? Like roll or something?
Yeah, it's a whole process.
But your instinct is always to be like,
So like my hand got messed up. Like, you know, next thing I know, I look down at my knee, gushing blood. It's like an open wound that like I could pinch it shut. It was that much of a deep cut. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, stitches immediately. Right. So next thing I know, it's gushing blood. And they're like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then I just kind of, the adrenaline's pumping, bro. Like, I don't think it's really that bad at first, even though I'm literally like blood is like now hitting my socks. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, we're riding. And then, like, now I'm driving scared, and you never ride scared. Like, now I'm like...
Now you're like... You just going, like, 2 miles an hour.
No, literally. But there's parts you have to go fast, because it's, like, small little hills that you have to go up quick, that you can't just go up slow. Like, you have to have momentum to get around a lot of these things. And then I crashed 3 more times.
What?
Because they're like, all right, do you want to go up this way to get out of it, to go up towards the street, or do you want to go the same way we just came? I'm like, I guess we have to go back the same way. So now I'm going over the same spot I just went over.
Oh,
and, bro, it was like hell. I was in hell for, like, a good amount of time because I'm just driving so scared. And on that way back, like I said, I fell, like, three or 4
So then what did you do? Did you go to the doctor or anything?
No. I just went straight to my boy's crib. We just threw a whole gallon of peroxide on it, patched it up. And then we went back riding. No, just kidding. We didn't go back riding, but it should be fine. I'm kind of waiting to see if I need...
Which one's the medic, Rusty or Hayes?
Hayes. We were at Hayes' house. Rusty's a photographer, so he was grabbing photos.
Do they have any photos of this, of you, like, bloody?
They're going to get, they were on a disposable camera, so they're getting, they're getting developed.
Hopefully we have it for the episode.
Yeah, a developed photo of me and Hayes, just like, and there's just blood going down my leg. But yeah, everyone, so that's...
I don't know what you're doing on a...
You're right. Should not have been on, had no helmet, had zero padding at all.
Yeah,
I thought we were just going on the streets. Next thing I know, we're on a trail with rocks and, like...
Well, now you know.
Now I know. I'm never doing that again. Yeah. And, like, I just...
Oh, you just can't trust Hayes and Rusty.
I guess so. I guess I can't trust Hayes and Rusty. Shout out Hayes and Rusty. I can't trust you guys.
Can't trust it.
People are going to be clipping this and sending it to Hayes and Rusty. Like, just this with zero context. Like, look what Matthew's saying about you. You know? But, all right, everyone. So, I'm glad we went over that story because that was going to be one of the first things I said in this. So thank you for bringing that up.
We also need a romantic update.
We'll get a romantic update very soon. But first, you already know the drill. We got to go over to YouTube comments from last week's episode. Mm-hmm. All right, so we were talking a lot about aliens. We obviously were talking about how I have all the doors in my house locked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, like
that's weird.
So we have some people who are agreeing with me, and we have some people who are like, dude, you're absolutely paranoid beyond belief.
Yeah.
Erik is right, you know, like blah, 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 blah. So we have one from Alpha Lockeye. They say, 1, it's crazily weird and paranoid having so many locks to unlock for a random citizen.
Yeah.
Why random citizen? This isn't a random citizen. This would be a burglar that we're talking about that is in someone's home. This isn't a random citizen.
Maybe they mean you're the random citizen.
Maybe.
Okay, but go on.
Matt has a point. It is a probability that we have been visited by planetary civilizations in the past / or under protection by them. So they agree with me on one. They don't agree with me on the other. Yeah. So next we have Mr. Roboto saying, agreed that Orville, because we were also talking about, you know, obviously aliens, so that involved Star Trek and Orville, which is Seth MacFarlane's show. They're on season 3 on Hulu. Check it out. Hashtag not an ad. I just love the show. Erik was saying it's a ripoff of Star Trek. I'm not saying it's a direct ripoff because I haven't seen it, so I can't fully say it. But
it's a direct ripoff.
Well, Seth MacFarlane wasn't in the first one, so it's not a direct ripoff.
Yeah, it is. He's just a big fan. It's an homage to Star Trek.
There we go. That's a bet. Now we're getting somewhere. It's an homage, not a ripoff.
That's a fancy way to say ripoff.
But Mr. Roboto said, agreed that Orville is a ripoff of Star Trek, but it's done so well that the new Star Trek is copying them. Lower Decks took their comedy elements. Strange New Worlds is attempting to retake all the things that Orville does right that is taken from the 80s/90s Trek. From intro to musical score to outfits, set design, episodic structure, interpersonal relationships of the crew. I'd wager that TNG era fans like Orville more than they like Trek, or like the new Trek, particularly Discovery and Picard. I don't know. Picard. I don't know who that is.
He was the captain of the Enterprise in the second. You know, you had Captain Kirk, and then he was the next captain.
But what is TNG?
I don't even know.
TNG era. What is TNG era? I'm trying to think.
Who knows?
That's interesting.
I'm not that big of a fan because I don't even watch all this other.
Yeah, they had a full like.
Oh, it's the next generation, maybe. I don't know, but like I haven't like I watched a little bit of it and I watched the movies.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Did the movies come out before the shows?
No, it was the show
and then the movie.
Then they made a movie. Then they started making movies, and then they also made another show.
Got it.
But then it was just all about the movies.
Got it. Okay. Well.
And then but they always had like Patrick Stewart is, you know.
Yeah.
They always have like some series going on.
Okay.
Yeah, there's always like, you know, and
like that franchise is running no matter what, whether it's a theme park, whether it's like a show, a movie,
so
limited episode.
Yeah, I'm not into it like that, so I wouldn't know. But I just, you know, I remember as a kid, you know, seeing Star Trek. But those were even reruns when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could potentially agree that kids my age might like the Orville more than they might like the new Star Trek. I kind of do agree with that. But depending on if you were already into Star Trek and you're attached to that brand and that franchise. I wasn't really like Orville is one of the first space type things that I've really gotten into because I'm just such a big fan of Seth MacFarlane.
Well, I mean, I feel like Orville's like, you know, sampling of a song, and then people think that it's the original.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I just happen to know that Star Wars and Star Trek, you know, I could see right away that it's an homage to that. You know.
Well, you're not even a Star Wars person.
Yeah, not really. I've never really been a Star. I don't know, man. It's so funny because Dylan, my older brother, who's just 2 years older than me, is obsessed with Star Wars.
Right.
Obsessed with it. Like, he loves it. He's seen every movie. Like, he's been trying to get me into it. And maybe I'm missing out. And I think one of the biggest things, too, is that I already kind of feel like I know a little bit of the story a little bit of it, which I don't.
What little bit of the story do you know?
That someone is someone's father.
Oh
like
my
that.
God! You think that's the whole thing?
I think that's the whole plot
What a
twist.
simplification of the whole thing.
Like 9 movies, 10 movies, 11 movies. Like could have just told me off gate he was the father the whole time.
That is not what it's about. Yuck!
It's not a father-son relationship.
No.
No.
Jesus.
No, but you're right. I should get into it. I
no,
do.
you know, it's not a matter of should. I mean, it's like if you're not into if you haven't got into it by now, you're never gonna get into it.
You never know.
I don't think
you
so.
never know. I think sometimes we.
What are you even into? Like what?
What type of movies am I into?
Yeah.
I like really dope like psychological thrillers like with cool plot twists at the end. You got to pay attention to these like cool themes and all that stuff. Like Shutter Island, like Fight Club.
Island?
Yeah, like Fight Club. Like what's it called? There's the other one, Prisoners. I was telling you about. You'd love that one. That's a good one.
7 was good.
Yeah, I still haven't seen all of 7. I fell asleep halfway through 7.
I don't even understand that.
I was
the
really
movies
tired.
that you mentioned aren't better than 7.
Okay, then
I don't understand.
I will find out.
Shutter Island is. Oh my God.
I know you've already talked crap about Shutter Island.
I'm just saying it's not. I can't believe you. Why did you fall asleep during 7?
Because I picked it at it wasn't because of the contents of the film. It was just I had a long day and I just threw something on that I knew I hadn't seen before.
Great.
And I should have honestly thrown that on during the daytime because I'm obviously
but
a
that's
lot more.
Okay, so psychological thrillers like that you've mentioned like 3 or 4, but so that's like.
Well, yeah,
what's the guilty pleasures? What's
the
like
guilty pleasures are like probably. Well, right now I'm actually watching a really good show called The Terminal List with Chris Pratt on Amazon Prime.
That's all right.
You haven't you've seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Cool. Cool. What season are you on?
It's only
one season, right?
They're not doing seasons. That's just something that Amazon Prime does. So like, instead of making a movie,
they'll make a 6-hour thing. Yeah, they'll put into 6 episodes.
Yeah,
1 hour per episode.
It's like 8 episodes, and so they can really delve into the story. They can tell the whole thing. So there's so they have that show. Another show like that is Reacher. That's another good one. It's based off Jack Reacher.
I was about to say that's with John Krasinski. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big buff guy
from The Office.
No, that's
Tom Clancy.
Yeah, no, Reacher is Jack Reacher. Remember Tom Cruise he made a movie?
Oh yeah.
This is the series based more follows the book. That's what people say. It follows the book more than.
Oh.
But that's another 8 episode like beginning to end.
Beginning
to
end.
Whole story.
Yeah. Well, no, right now we're on episode like 5 or something of.
It's fine, but it's just that's not an original story. You know, a man's family gets killed and he goes for revenge.
Don't tell me what happens
he goes
in it because I haven't seen it all.
What are you talking about? You already know what happens.
No, I know, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I've only seen a few.
He's gonna get revenge.
Okay, we don't know that. We don't know what happens though, so don't tell me.
He has a terminal list.
I know. That's what I saw. I get the title of the connection of the show.
Okay, so like that list.
Don't give me a spoiler.
I'm just saying, what a spoiler! That's what the movie's about.
It's a show.
Go up to IMDb and see what the.
I'm not gonna look up what I'm watching on.
I bet you the IMDb description says man loses his family and gets revenge.
That's why I don't watch trailers. Do you watch trailers?
I love trailers.
You'll watch a full trailer to a movie that you're about to go watch?
Here we go. Gen2Gen, topic of the week.
Trailers.
I got to get to the movie. When I go to the movie theater, I need to get there early because I want to see every trailer.
I'm not talking about trailers inside the movie theaters. I'm talking about trailers like you're about to go watch a movie and you want to see if you want to go watch it. So you and your girl are going to go on to YouTubes and all that stuff and go and watch it. I watch maybe 5 to 10 seconds of a trailer.
Why?
And I'm deciding.
Why?
Because, dude, the trailers give the entire... Bro, like, you're smart enough to understand that they'll give you a lot of the movie off gate in the trailer.
If the trailer is giving you that much information...
It ain't good of a movie.
That's a sign it's going to be a terrible movie.
Okay.
Or they're doing some sort of misdirection. Or they're showing you, like...
There's just such a formula to trailers. I just don't trust them.
I understand what you're saying. Sometimes there's a moment in a trailer where I go, "Oh, they shouldn't have shown that."
Yeah, I'm like, dang, like I was so excited. That would have been such a good plot twist.
The new Batman. In the new Batman, they had a trailer where, they showed the Batmobile like chasing the Penguin.
Yeah.
And then they showed him of course, for some reason, there's always a gas truck.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Like, I don't understand.
4 a.m.
Yeah, there's just
in the middle of the desert. There's
always
truck
a gas
somewhere.
truck that's going to explode. So a lot of, in movies, a lot of gas truck drivers just unfortunately die. And no one seems to care. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one seems to care. Like, I don't understand why the Penguin wasn't arrested because he,
killed
caused
the gas.
Yeah. There was a big pileup, and there was a gas truck.
You haven't heard? It's the new law.
And then all of these people, it just blew up, and he's just walking free. So, I just, anyways, there's that scene where the Batmobile comes flying out of this gas explosion. They showed that in the trailer.
Yeah, and it's like,
and then you just kind of go, that ruined that whole chase scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it was that was really the only major big action chase scene in that movie, and they revealed the ending in the trailer. So I didn't like that.
So you're not a big revealing guy, huh?
Yeah, don't reveal or don't show something that is the reveal of a big action sequence. You could show some of the action sequence.
Yeah, like quick clips. Like, I don't know what's going on.
But I love trailers. I think that trailers used to get me excited to watch a movie.
Well, trailers can get me either excited or excited to not watch a movie. I'm like, wow, just saved 2 hours and $20 on that.
Well, yeah, because you're Mr. You think because you found out somebody's father that's the whole there's no need to watch 10 movies.
Hey, man, I know what I like. I know what I don't like.
I don't know if you know what you like.
You're right. I don't. I'm still finding out every day. New 25-year-old on the scene. But yeah, so Mr. Roboto, that we got deep into your question. So now we have 2 more. One from Red Hourglass 8, and we were talking about free will and not having free will in the last episode, obviously with aliens. Yeah, because we were talking about if they're watching us, then then they'll come in if something bad's happening. I'm like, well, no, now we don't have free will, because then they're just gonna fix everything. Red Hourglass agrees with me by saying free will, duh, period. Your elderly friend is painfully wrong. You'll see.
Yeah. So I'm glad to know that the weirdo is on your side.
You're right. As I was reading that, I didn't notice the "you'll see." ending.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
My point is this has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with free will. It's what I'm saying is when if we have the cure for smallpox and we go into some village in the Amazon where smallpox is ravaging the area and we give them the vaccine, are we taking away their free will?
Okay, that's a fair enough point.
Okay.
I'm not agreeing with Red Hourglass,
so
especially when they said the "you'll see."
That's what I'm saying in the first place. What if they're sitting up in their spaceship and they got the cure for cancer? Yeah. And they're just and there's somebody no, because of our universal laws that we have, we can't. No, they're monsters. If that's the case, they're monsters.
No, you're actually right. They are.
Okay. So anyway.
Okay. All right. Updates on Matthew's brain. I agree with Erik now in that aspect. I just got the new update for my brain, the new installation, new version 12.4. All
right, go.
So we have another last one from Cupid Soldier, and they had a timestamp from 53 minutes and 8 seconds saying, "Gotta love Erik," because that's when you're talking about
what
the relationship thing that you started bringing in. What I played earlier. We'll play it right here. Roll the clip. And that was the clip. So that was that. And now we can kind of jump into, I think now would be a good time to, oh wait, actually we have one more. Someone agrees with you saying, 2 more of people actually agreeing with you saying.
Why are you so surprised?
Because.
I make sense. Why are you so surprised?
I'm not.
I wish you guys could see if we could record the after
before and
show.
after.
The after show is the real podcast.
Yeah, it really is. on the move. Gen2Gen on the move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, they Jerry Martinez says Erik with the logic, thinking, and slight roasting. Yeah. No, that's Erik. He figures out, and I've said this to other people before. I'm like, Erik is a great friend because if he needs to tell you something crappy, he'll throw a little bit of comedy spice into it while still giving you like the knowledge of like, no, you shouldn't be doing that, or yes, you should. You know, like he knows how to make it personal.
Because you don't want the message to get lost in the delivery.
Oh, I like that. That was a really good way to put that.
Yeah, because that's
the message to get lost in the delivery, because people could be so focused on the delivery. Oh, he said it like this.
Well, that's why when you fight with your girl, that's why.
Yeah.
When you fight with your girl, like fighting in relationships, it's a lot of times it's never about the subject you brought up, but it's turns
about
into
where
like,
to eat. Yeah,
it turns into like about how you're fighting.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know, so you start trying to bring up something, and all of a sudden it turns into like, you know, well, you're yelling at me, or you're like, well, you're not listening, or you know, don't call me stupid. You know, then well, your mother's a whore. You know what I mean?
It's like, how did we get to this point?
Yeah, that's what happened.
We were just talking about where we're eating tonight, and now we're here. Like
that's what happens.
That's always one of the hardest questions. What do you want to eat tonight?
Or it becomes like, you know, an argument about like where a place is. Sometimes it turns into that kind of thing.
What do you mean where a place is?
Well, your girl could be like, you know, let's go to that restaurant over on 7th, you know, and you're like,
it's on 6th.
yeah, you're like, that's not actually the restaurant you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Then it turns into
that whole time we could have just Googled it, and this whole
it just devolves into this thing. But then it turns into like, no, because then if you're going like, let you know, just Google it, and then she might just be like, can't you just support me? You know? And then it becomes about like,
well, I feel like it's on 7th. The moment that word comes in feel, it's like, well,
and then it devolves into this thing about like how you're communicating. So that's why maybe I do that, because it's like, again, you don't want your message to get lost in the delivery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, it goes back to people saying it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Yeah. At the same time,
like, Erik,
but at the same time,
I really don't like those jeans, man. I love that you love them, but
really, you're gonna really go to the jeans?
The jeans, man. No, I'm just kidding. I like the jeans.
Whatever. The point is, sometimes, but even still, though, this is the thing I always say too, man. Like, I don't want to be like, you don't want to be this person who says, I'm just being honest, you know. Like people that think, let me tell you all.
Meaning their honesty is scripture, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let me explain something to you right now. Being honest doesn't excuse you from being an asshole.
Oh, that's one of my favorite lines of yours.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse you from being an asshole.
Yeah.
So just remember that, because people love that. I just tell it like it is. I'm being honest, you know. Okay, well, you're also being a dick. Okay. Is that you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So just own that too.
You're right.
Just own that.
Yeah, it's like, if you own that too, okay, we're here now.
People think honesty is some sort of like virtue, that it means you're being good.
Or that you're invincible to being rude.
No.
Or that you're immune to coming off as being rude. If you're
right.
That's what I meant to say.
Being like, as if it's like I said, like it's excusing the rudeness, and it's not.
It's not.
And first of all, being honest does not mean you're good. You know.
Yeah.
If I was a serial killer and I looked you right in the face and I went, I'm going to kill you.
I'm like, you're good.
You're
being honest.
I'm saying I'm being honest, right? That doesn't mean the act of being honest isn't always good. Like, do you tell your mother on her deathbed that your father cheated on her? If she asked, I'm being so good? You know what I mean?
Asked.
Oh, look at you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, it's like, you know, don't fall into. Honesty is just a tool that can cut like a knife.
Yeah.
You know,
it's you got to be careful, because like, you know, because like honesty, like you said, can hurt people if done in the. But then again, it's like people want that clarity. Some people like that clarity, even if they know it'll hurt them. So so how do you choose whether or not?
How do you?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I feel like every circumstance is different, but like, let's say your girl is asking like, oh, did you get with that girl or whatever when we weren't dating? So it technically wouldn't be applicable to the relationship because we weren't dating in that aspect.
Ooh, this sounds very familiar. Go ahead, Matt. Is this something that you...
Maybe. No, but I'm just saying. Like,
I know exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to find an answer right now that you know will hurt you. You know it will. You know it's not applicable to the situation, but you want to find out anyways.
Yeah,
is that being like a quote unquote masochist or like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's better to just not know.
That's a tough question. I mean, that's a tough question.
Like, you don't want to hurt them, but it's like, look, you're trying to find the answer too. But honesty is what this foundation of what you're wanting right now. But this honesty, you know, is going to hurt you. We both know the elephant in the room is that this honesty will hurt you. That's why you're even asking me the question in the first place. So what would you do in that scenario?
That's a tough one. I mean, that's a tough one, but it's like, you know, I guess it's case by case, you know, like, hello. So people like, you know, it depends on the case, because if the person is like, I just want to know, I need clarity. I need to know.
Yeah, that clarity.
But you're thinking to yourself, I mean, we weren't together. We were having troubles. I was doing my own thing. And from doing that own thing, from that I came back.
I
realized I love you more.
There we go.
No, but what I'm saying is, but that's in your head.
No, you're right.
That's in your head.
They're gonna take that.
You're justifying it in your head.
So it takes another girl to realize how much you care about me, huh? That's what they're gonna say back.
Well, I remember like a girlfriend from a long, long time ago. That's something that actually happened to me, where I was like, I went to lunch with my the previous ex.
Yeah.
And I just realized from talking to her, like we didn't do anything, but just from talking to her, and I was just like, oh man, and I made the mistake of telling my, you know, current girlfriend. I was like, the girlfriend at the time, I was like, yeah, you know, because I really had this epiphany, but all she heard was, you went out with your ex, you know? And I learned in that moment.
So you told the girl that you were currently with at that time that you went
young,
out with.
I was like 25 and stupid. I told her.
Wow. I just checked the time. I'm 25 too.
But yes, and I learned in that moment. I was like, oh, I should have kept that to myself. I didn't need to share that. But you told her that
you were with her ex before this, and you're like, oh, because I was with her, now had the clarity, now I'm with you. And so what'd she say?
It was just all jealousy about like
she flipped the bolted in the ground table.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. But, you know, that's a question we ask you out there. Like, the girls, a lot of girls listen because they always, like, you know, message, so they're great. You know, what do you got? Do you want the truth?
Yeah, do you guys want the truth even if you know? I think that will be a good Gen2Gen question of the day, the QOTD. Would you guys be annoyed if you're asking for an answer to a question that you know will hurt you? Like, how would
well that's a good. So you're saying it like that because but don't assume that it's something that would hurt, because sometimes people want the truth.
Yeah.
So this is the scenario. You and your current significant other have decided to break up. Okay? And during that breakup, you had some fun. And when you've now decided to get back together, and your ex is asking you, were you with anyone else? What do you do?
Yeah, that's a good. That's what, like, when you're that exact thing. Let's throw it up on the screen. That's the question of the day.
Because I have a friend of mine that like because this is what I don't like when people do this. If we're in a relationship and you decide we need to break up, I think we should take a break. When they do that stuff, let's take a break. But on our break, please don't be with anyone else. Nah, we on a break.
Yeah, we're on a break.
Like, it's like, so then we're still together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's like
that's like me saying,
I hate that.
Hey, you're working at this job that I just gave you. I'm gonna fire you for a couple months. Don't get another job.
Yeah, don't make any money.
Don't make any money.
Yeah, it's like, no way.
But you're not working for me.
But then, but then here's the thing too. Then later, when you find out, you're going to be like, oh, you cheated. You know, it's like, wait, well, you set up those parameters.
Yeah.
You set me up for failure.
Yeah.
Like,
you literally
just break up. Just break up with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. So the next question is breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you're on a break, like, should there be rules.
I mean, I think
You've been on a number of breaks.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were breaks. I thought they were actually us breaking up. That's different.
Breakups.
Yeah, they were breakups that I just happened to get back with my ex. So that
8 times.
9. I'm just kidding. It was only 7.
Shout out.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Shout out you. But I think that if you're going in with the idea that it's just a break, you both know that you're gonna get back together. I don't know. I think it's just an excuse to want to get with other people. If you're saying let's just take a break.
So then by that. So
But if you're, like I said, with my thing though, I broke up with the idea that I wasn't getting.
So you've never been on a break?
No, I could not do that. I couldn't do that. Yeah. Knowing I'm gonna get back with that girl, knowing I'm gonna start dating her again, no way.
So you don't do a break?
No, I break up for real.
It's gotta be a breakup.
Yeah, and then if I feel,
I'm with you on that.
I couldn't do that. That's
breaks.
too toxic in my opinion. We're either like, let's figure this out or not figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm completely sounding. I know there's people right now watching this like, he's such a hypocrite. He broke up with her 5 times, blah, 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 so many times and got back to. Because I went in with the idea that I'm not gonna get back together. And life happens, and then you come into clarity. And
sometimes you realize, the person's the one. And you're just like, but I don't know. I'm not.
But I know I wouldn't go in and be
how about this? I don't mind a break, but I don't like break rules.
Yeah.
Because then it's not a break.
It's not a break.
Yeah, we're still together.
Yeah, it's like an exclusive.
I don't even understand it. Like
it's like we're exclusive, but we can't talk. We can't communicate.
It doesn't even make sense to me when you really think about it.
Yeah.
You're on a break with rules. So we're together.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So we are together, exactly.
We're just together. We don't see each other.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
You're setting yourself up for failure in that aspect because then you guys get back together. Oh, did you get with anyone on your break?
Right, and then it lends into that question where do you want to know the truth?
Yeah, and then the person who even said the break in the first place is like, oh, you just started a break just so you could get with this person, but still have your cake and eat it too. That conversation gets brought up too.
So what do? You just lie?
I mean, you're just like, hey, look,
do you lie?
We didn't set up parameters. No, we just be honest. See, going back to the honest, even if they don't want to take it. Dang. Dang.
Well, it just becomes a thing where you go like, I care about this person. Do I want to tell them? Or you kind of get a sense of like how they feel about something.
Yeah,
you know, like if you're like, because this is what I hate too. You're like, let's say this outfit you have on.
Correct.
You love it.
Yeah.
And I know you love it.
Yeah.
But it looks terrible.
Yeah.
All right?
Uh-huh.
So you ask me, how does this look? You go, how does this look? How does it look? And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's great. Don't loud. You know what I hate is later we get into an argument. And then I go, and you had that dumbass outfit on.
Oh, yeah, these passive-aggressive comments that you had in the vault.
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
bro.
ooh, I hate that.
It's like, what else didn't you tell me? You didn't like my hair 2 weeks ago, too?
Right. So what? You had me out here looking stupid?
Yeah, it's like, and oh, by the way, when we were at that huge event the other night, you had something in your teeth, and I hated that. And I'm like, you just let something in my teeth.
It's like,
what?
It's like, so in that sense, like but there is a weird moment of like somebody loves something. They love something.
Yeah.
And you go, and you don't love it.
Yeah.
So it's like this way, like I say, I would be like, well, that's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean? It's not.
As in, like, what do you mean, like that? Wait, in what scenario would you say that?
Even if I'm saying, like, if I don't like sweats and a backwards hat, yeah. I'm like, well, this is not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or it's like, sometimes people have on like a weird, whatever it is, but.
Is it wrong to tell your significant other your preferences? Like, let's say...
No, you should.
Like, let's say your girl has her hair in a bun and you're like, I'm more of like a hair down guy. Is it wrong to say that? Is that going to mess with her confidence?
No.
Because I feel like I've done that before. I've been like, oh, you're... Like, if you want to put on a lot of makeup, go for it. But, like, I personally like a more natural look. Is that weird? Is that rude to say? And I'll also preface it with, like, please don't take this offensively, but I like a more natural...
Oh, wow. Please don't ever do that.
What?
Because that's anytime somebody says that, they're the next thing
I'm
they're
trying
saying,
not to offend them, though. And I agree with you on that. Oh, don't take this offensively. Because I'm just saying preferences. I'm saying preferences. That's why I asked. Is it wrong to ask?
Yes, how you're talking for sure.
Yes, but I'm saying then tell me a proper delivery. I'm saying I didn't say this recently. I'm saying like if I'm saying this years ago in high school or college or not.
I'm
college,
pretty sure you're still doing it.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's right to tell your significant other. I don't have a significant other. That's what I'm saying. I'm single right now. Da 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 da. Don't you dare.
Is he single?
No, but is it wrong to tell your significant?
First of all, you're not really single.
Am I ever really single?
All right,
I'm just saying, is it wrong?
The cake is in the oven. Let's just say that.
That could.
How about this?
The cake is in the oven. Wait. Sounds like I got a baby on the way. What do you mean?
All the ingredients to make the cake are on the counter.
They're on the counter.
And you have
Don't say it's in the oven because that implies that there's a.
No, but you have the intention to make a cake.
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying. And we're not talking about a baby. We're saying a relationship.
Yeah,
is
but
the
you
cake.
know, like
okay,
people can
here's the thing, man.
But yeah, answer it. Like
Can I? If you were just quiet,
no,
I'll get to it.
you were just roasting me. So
I'm not roasting you.
Okay.
All right, here it is. It's about what we talked about earlier. The message getting lost in the delivery.
Okay.
Instead of saying, "Oh, I don't like that."
I didn't say that.
Yes, you are saying that.
I said I have a preference of this.
No. You say.
I didn't say I don't like it.
You gotta say like, I really like when you. I really like you. Look so beautiful.
Oh, you're right. I like your more natural look.
You're so beautiful when it's natural.
Yeah.
This looks great, but I really love. You have to.
That's a better way.
Yeah. Because you can't,
I can't go up to
you're coming negative.
I can't go in and be like, my preference is this when her hair is obviously up and I'm telling her I like her hair down.
No,
yeah,
you just got to be like, you always look beautiful.
I guess you're right. And I guess I have said that before. I'm like, hey,
of course
you
have.
No. I'm saying with the makeup thing or like with the hair thing. I'm like, I was like, I really, because that's the thing. I really do like, let's say I'm majority of the time, I am liking all the different types of looks, that girl might have. I'm like, I do like this makeup look for sure. But sometimes I also like I really like natural look. Like I'm not saying I don't like it because I actually don't like. I really do I do like that look too. I just like a more natural look. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, man.
You also went to grab water right now.
I know. I'm sorry. First of all, the makeup thing.
That was just an example. That wasn't.
They doing that for them.
I know. I know.
No. Just no. I can't stand that. You getting ready. They getting ready, and you're like, hey, what's going on? Well, I'm getting ready for you. For me. Wait, I don't want that. Like I can't stand. Listen, man, all that makeup and stuff, all that the contouring and all that kind of stuff, they doing that for them. Don't think that like. Listen, a lot of guys could care less about makeup.
Yeah, me. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care that much. I like if you want to do it, you
like
want to do
big ass lashes. Ugh, I am not a lashes.
That's your preference guy.
I don't like lashes that
you're a small lash preference guy.
Yeah, with the lashes that look like, if they blink too heavy, it's like, I'm going to have to hold on because but they're going to take flight. Like, I don't know why they like big lashes. That's another question, please. For any ladies that wear big lashes that happen to be watching, can you please explain to me why you like it? Because to me,
it can be heavy on my eyes.
It just looks ridiculous to me.
I think it's
when it's heavy. Like really big.
I like long eyelashes.
Really?
But I don't like.
You like the long fake eyelashes?
No, I'm not saying the long fake ones. I like
all fake.
I like longer ones. If they
have long eyelashes, it's fake.
Yeah, no. But I'm not saying the actual glued on ones.
You need to like don't worry when you get into when you get back into your serious relationship, you need to be in there when they getting ready, and you're gonna be like, what?
Like, what is this?
This is all lies?
This is all lies? These are all lies, man?
This is all lies? Your whole face is a lie?
All right, so we have a couple Instagram questions, actually.
All right.
That we wanted to go over. I feel like that was a good transition point, too. Right?
You feel insecure about it? Is that what you're asking?
As I started, I was like, that was kind of rushed. Yeah. Like, my transition.
See?
I'm getting insecure. No, but no, I agree. I was just confused, like I said, about the whole preferencing, how to ask preference or to say preference.
I think it's like you have to always err on the side of
positivity,
being nice and complimentary.
Compliment. That's a good way to
Rachel just bought, my wife, she bought some new bras.
Okay.
And she's trying them on and she's asking me. Like,
wait, she's trying them on after she bought them?
Yeah.
You can't try on bras before?
Don't even get me started.
Okay.
This is her thing.
Okay.
She likes to buy 17 things and try them all on and then take 16 of them back.
Got it.
She likes the process of taking things back. I really don't get it either. It's craziness. She'll order 8 pairs of shoes and then be like, okay, I like these 2, and then send the other ones back. Yeah, she's crazy. Anyway, she buys a new bra, and then she's trying it on, and she's asking me a loaded question. Like, is this bra fit right? You know? And you're just like, oh, no. What are you supposed to say?
The Who Wants to Be a Millionaire questions music starts playing.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 options.
You know, I'm like, what? Dude, I know. I should have got a lifeline. You know what I mean?
Can I call a friend?
That's one of those questions, man, where you just kind of go, you got to be like, it looks, because that's where you get in trouble, you know, because you're like, well, maybe this one doesn't fit. It's like how I say it. Even if I'm saying like, you know what, that doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
Because it's taken away from your beautiful ass shape. And like, you know, it's...
Yo, this guy's good. This guy's good.
I'm just telling you right now.
No, yeah.
No matter what you say, add a compliment. Okay?
Okay.
No matter what you say, add a compliment. And anytime you get, do you like this shirt? You know, I was going to wear this one. Should I wear this one or this one?
Yeah.
It's like,
I like them both.
You look banging in both of those. Wow.
But then you're just.
But then you go, no, man. No, man.
You're Jimmy Neutral. Not Jimmy Neutron. You're Jimmy Neutral.
You're banging in both of these. But that one?
But that one? Yeah, okay.
That
like
one, I'm about to get you pregnant. You know, whatever you're going to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
That's the line you're just dropping on a random Sunday afternoon to your girl.
Yep.
This hat or this hat? I like that hat. Well, that hat's going to get you pregnant. Like, oh my. She's like, we're going to brunch.
Everything has to be positive. Just you'll see. Just,
okay.
You have to, you know.
I like that.
You have to be positive.
All right, well, now we know.
Especially there. We're all insecure. Everybody's insecure.
Yeah.
But I think like, you know when they're really insecure.
Yeah.
So what do you do to make somebody feel more secure?
Compliment
and really be genuine about it. Don't come across like, you know,
yeah.
What does it hurt?
Yeah, no, literally. It's just a little bit of extra air.
Yeah.
That you're breathing, you know, It's a compliment. Okay, so we have some, so we went over a few of the YouTube comments. Of course, it's always going to be something we do. And we're going to start tapping into the Apple reviews soon, where we're just going to not do any of the YouTube for this, you know, comments. And we just want to start bringing up the Apple and Spotify reviews. So we'll start just tapping into those. But for now, we got some Instagram questions. I grabbed 3 because we already had a lot of, what's it called?
Right.
YouTube ones. So we have 3 Instagram questions. Number 1, favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're on an island and they say you get 1 topping on your pizza.
No, that's not what you asked. You asked what's the favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni.
Okay. I'll go with pepperoni too.
Yeah.
Simple. You're not like a anchovies, olives, green peppers type
guy. Well,
if
you're saying like if you're asking what's the best pizza, like
I guess I'm different. Saying I guess it's favorite pizza topping, just 1 topping.
Yeah, if it's just 1 topping, it didn't say toppings.
You're right.
It's their favorite pizza topping, pepperoni.
Literal Larry over here.
Oh my god.
Okay, you had to hold back on that one.
Be more clear next time for this.
This what? Huh? No, finish. No. Don't hold back now. You're at the 11th hour, bud. But okay, cool. So favorite pizza, I'll go with you on that one. A pepperoni.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the universal answer.
That implies that cheese is already on it, by the way.
Yeah.
That like.
Well, if
you're having a pizza with just sauce and pepperoni.
Oh, that's great too. You've never had that?
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
A pizza with sauce and just pepperoni.
All right, so you've never been with someone who is lactose intolerant or is allergic to.
They can do that all day long. I'm not gonna do that.
Wow, this is a monster.
No, not a monster.
You're a monster.
So you're dating someone who's lactose intolerant. You're never gonna eat cheese again.
Yeah, It just depends.
Oh, crap. That's a lie, Erik. That's a lie. I am not believing that for one second.
No. First of all, we're talking about you're making it sound like a pizza with no cheese with sauce and pepperoni is nasty.
It is.
And I'm telling you, it's not.
You're wrong.
You've never had you've never had a sandwich with no cheese on it?
No. I'm a cheesy man.
Oh my God, you are cheesy.
Oh, wow. You were waiting for that one, weren't you? That was alley-oop. You set yourself up for that one.
All right, we have so many questions to ask people now. And I need to know. Has anyone? There is a world where you could just have the bread.
But even then, you're not tomato sauce, bro. What?
Yeah.
What kind of sub are you having?
First of all, okay, so you've never had some Italian bread and you've never dipped it into marinara sauce and just eaten it like that?
Like that. Okay.
That is a pizza without cheese.
You without pepperoni. Why would I add pepperoni? That's just weird.
All I'm saying is,
and usually the bread has some form of garlic on it. There's another factor.
Okay, so you see, I got you again.
I got you again.
you got again.
Part 2 of getting got by Erik on this episode of Gen2Gen.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, you got me on that one. Touche. Part 2 of getting me.
That should be the name of our podcast. It's Touche.
Touche.
Yeah.
There you go. So
that
now
should be
we
your
have
gamer tag.
Touche.
Yeah.
Just Touche Terry. So we have 2 questions, 1 or 2 more ones. We have self-love advices and what's your take on long-distance relationships. Which one you want to hit first?
Okay, self-love.
Let's do that. Self-love.
Just depends on what kind of lotion.
What's your face routine looking like?
No, that's just you got to do the things that you like to do, the things that make you happy. So if it's whether it's like having your favorite type of food, make sure you do that regularly.
Yeah.
Give yourself a treat in that way.
Like a comfort food, you're saying?
Comfort food. Yeah. You got to get your comfort food. If you like watching movies, go to see a movie.
Yeah.
Self-love is also like working out, eating pretty healthy regularly.
Yeah.
Some exercise, being around people that you care about, people that care about you. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. It's like I have a buddy of mine who was really depressed, and I couldn't get a hold of him for like a couple weeks, and I just had hitting him up like, "What the hell? Where are you? Are you okay?" That kind of thing. And he finally hit me up, and he's like, "Yeah, I was just, he was like super depressed and all this stuff." So we were talking, and we just started talking about like the movies and talking about stuff, and I could tell he was like.
Just off a little bit.
But he was
he was coming back into himself.
He was starting to feel like just
again.
talking about stuff, and so I stopped in the middle of the conversation. I cut him off. I was like, "How you feeling right now? You feel better?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You know why?"
Because I'm here.
Because you're talking to your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you're getting it out.
You're
getting it out.
By the way, he didn't have to talk. He didn't talk about what was going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, so self-love is also when you're feeling down and out. If there's people in your life that make you feel better just naturally, or even if it's a distraction, even if you want to be distracted from the stuff that's going on, find those people, and that's another form of like self-love.
Yeah, I agree. And to piggyback off what you just said, I think that some people, and I've been in this mode too, so I can fully say this, where like it's hard to even figure out where to find that happiness from, because you'll get into, humans are habitual by nature. We're just very habitual, and we're very pattern based, and if we are on a pattern of the last 7 days of not really filling our soul cup, which is like, like the things that make you happy, then you get out of the idea of even being something you should be doing. So I think that if you are stuck and you feel like you don't even know where to find that happiness, and oh yeah, I should be working. I know working out will help me. I know I should be eating. Like if you're knowing all these things, but you're not actually taking it upon yourself to doing it, I think just, writing it down. Write down the things that make you happy. Write down the things that you enjoy doing. Like start being aware of your feelings and ask yourself some questions. Talk to some people, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a friend. We were born on this earth alone. Not technically, but actually, yeah, technically, yeah. Unless you have a twin, I guess.
I don't know. Actually, I don't think you're ever alone.
Well, no, I was gonna say
that, but you're not really alone because your mother's there.
Yeah. Well, no. I just mean in the aspect of like,
If you're born alone, it'll be like you're in a test tube.
Yeah, that'd be gnarly.
And even then, the scientists are there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like you're like
in
a cave. You don't wake up in a cave.
Okay, you're completely missing the point of what I'm saying. Like, you just took the one comment and rabbit trailed on this whole
Larry literal.
Yeah, Larry literal Larry here again. No, but just ask yourself questions. Sometimes it's hard to even get out of that rut. So I feel you on that fully. But ask yourself questions. Do the things that you like doing, and just go back to what Erik's answer was, and just do exactly what he was saying. And don't be hard on yourself. If you want to work out and you worked out once that week, you worked out once that week. Yeah. That's good.
But also,
and the next week, maybe try working out 2 times a week.
I understand that working out is like a chore, and sometimes it doesn't bring happiness. So just before that, it really is starting, like getting yourself out of like starting the self-love doesn't always have to lead to like, say, working out.
Yeah, go to the gym. Like even if just going on a walk.
Yeah,
and that's something that like take bites. Take bites before you eat the whole meal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like take bites out of things that you might want to try. Like there's, like I said, times where I feel very sad or something in my house, and then like it just really took me going on a walk and changing my atmosphere. Like
get some sun.
Yeah, get some sun. A lot of the times you guys are having deficiencies and all these things, and it's like I'll go to the doctor and it'll be like, yeah, you're vitamin D deficient. Like that's something that I haven't, like that's an actual thing for me.
Most like half the population is vitamin D deficient.
Yeah,
I take vitamin D.
Yeah, and that a lot of that comes from the sun, obviously, vitamin D. And
but it's not enough.
It's not enough, of course.
So
and especially when you're at home all day.
B12, vitamin D, B vitamins, and vitamin
Omegas,
D is very important. Very important.
Omega 3s or whatever.
All right. So what was the other one?
Long distance relationships, and then we'll finish it up on Killer Cookie, and then we'll wrap this episode up.
I'm out on long distance relationships.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't.
Unless there's like
unless you have to, obviously, in the moment.
No.
Like, what if you're on set and
No. Long distance relationships are only like if you have the intention to be together. But like if you starting in a long distance relationship, like some internet crap, and you're like all of a sudden it's not going to work unless you get together. Like people that to me are going back and forth, that's just a vacation. That's not a relationship.
Oh yeah, because if you're only seeing your person at 1 week at a time, they can always act like a completely different person.
Yeah, you're not
getting the full authentic.
Yeah, you need the authentic experience of like that person.
But what would you say to people who, let's say, are in the military or something like that, where you kind of have to? Where like let's say like
yeah, but there's always again, there has to be a plan.
I guess that's a better way to put it.
There has to be a plan. It's like if someone's like, well, I'm going to go to school to do this and I have to go here for a year. But the plan is at the end of that year, you're coming back. All right, we're going to be together. Then I'm fine with it. You just have to have a plan. You have to know the long-term goal. If you don't have that long-term goal to be together, I just don't think it's going to work.
You're kind of guessing every day what to do. Yeah. At that point.
Well, you also, like I say, you're in this sort of vacation mode every time you see each other.
Yeah. You said it perfectly. It's like just for a week.
Or
it's
a
always
few
like
days.
the honeymoon phase every single time we're hanging out, and like
up.
There's no actual growth happening. It's just enjoying each other's company.
There's no compromises. You're not learning how to compromise your space, your time, your wants and needs, like, because that's what being in a relationship is a lot. That's a lot in a relationship is like compromising. All right, well, you want to go do this. It's like even something as simple as like, wanting to eat. When you live with somebody and it's like we're eating at dinner, it becomes a thing where it's a us. It's not just a me. When that person's gone, you don't realize how much you're making a lot of choices just for yourself.
Yeah.
When you're actually with someone, it becomes a thing like, have you eaten? What do you want to eat? Or hey, what are we doing on Saturday or Sunday? Or like,
you're saying it's more choices when you're with someone.
Yeah, when you're with someone, you have more options and you have to have a compromise. You have to like have somebody else's thoughts. When you're just by yourself, you're just doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Then when that person comes into town, you're kind of like, oh, I'll put that off to the side for now. But you don't always feel like that. So when you're with somebody all the time, then there's going to be a time when you're going to be like, well, I actually want to go do this.
Yeah.
Then you have to have this discussion with the person. That's what being in a relationship is.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. It's a good answer. Yeah. To piggyback off that, I don't think I could do a long distance relationship. like you said, unless there's a goal in mind that we know that like, okay, this is something we have to do for the next 6-7 months or a year or 2 years, whatever it may be. But we know that it's just communication. And like you said, if it's starting off like that and it's just that, then yeah, that'd be so hard. Because like you said, it's just a vacation every single time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That's from Joey Zoom. And the other question was from Lisa, either Nude, Lisanne Nude or Nud. It's Nuhde.
Well, I don't think it's Lisa Nude. That sounds like her website.
Nud.
Is that her OnlyFans account, Lisa Nude?
I don't know. Lisanne, I don't know. I probably butchered. I'm sorry. I probably butchered that. But now let's read one more chapter of Killer Cookie.
And last time on Killer Cookie.
Yeah, last time on Killer Cookie, we'll do a quick little. So Cookie was there. Killer Cookie with a knife in his hand. I was with all my friends. We heard a noise in the kitchen. We go to the kitchen. We see a Killer Cookie is standing there with a knife in his hand. We all freak out. We run away. My boy Arthur, unfortunately, isn't with us anymore from the story because he broke my personal record in my new favorite game, and he broke my toy truck. So 2 reasons. Gone.
Yeah.
So now we're running. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're chasing the Cookie.
Yeah.
We find out that he doesn't have a knife anymore.
Yeah.
So now I think we're the bad people now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plot.
So it was a
happening.
Ferrari or something.
Yeah. So we kept on chasing. We ended up at a CVS store.
Right.
Yeah.
You're at CVS.
You know, we're going through the aisles. He ran out of the store, and then we heard a car start. It was a Ferrari, and he drove off. So that's chapter 3. Now leading into chapter 4. On the road. When the Killer Cookie hotwired the Ferrari. Okay, now we know he hotwired the Ferrari. It's not his. Grand Theft Auto. Put it on the board. Wired the Ferrari. We were just coming out of the CVS. Maybe he is actually the bad guy. Like,
well, he had to get away from these killer kids.
You're right. Okay. He has a reason, right? He drove off, and Arthur hotwired a truck. Oh wait, plot twist in the story.
So Arthur's not dead.
I guess Arthur isn't dead, or I'm just a terrible writer. You know.
That's probably.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade. Like, context, everyone. This is a 5th grade story I wrote. You know.
So Arthur's back from the dead.
He drove off, and Arthur hotwired a truck. Oh, wait. I literally wrote the words. Wait, never mind. Arthur got eaten. I literally have the words. Wait, never mind. Right here. Wait, never mind. Arthur got eaten. Like, so I'm a great writer in 5th grade, actually. Pats on the back for little Matt. Oh, there we go. Wait, never mind. Arthur got eaten. It was Josh that hotwired the truck. Maybe I wrote it down in my head because it's pen that I'm writing it with.
Yeah, you were just free. Like, you were just like that. You know, just go. Oh, that's right. You know what? He's dead.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, wait, never mind. Yeah, I'm like, it's mid, story writing that I'm making this up. Wait, never mind. Arthur got eaten. It was Josh that hotwired the truck. I don't know why Josh knew how to hotwire a car, but he did it so fast. So me, Josh, and Peter are on the road chasing a Cookie that has a Ferrari, and we just have a truck, and you can pretty much tell which car is going to win. He started slowing down, and we were wondering why the Cookie was slowing down. I think it ran out of gas, so he pulled over, got out of the car, and started running away. He was pretty fast, but Josh played baseball, so he was faster. Yeah, so that's chapter 4, and I'm going to read a couple sentences of chapter 5 because this one's titled Revenge.
I think you should save it.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You don't want to, yeah. What do you, this is like a trailer? So you're going to give a trailer?
Okay, fine. Full circle. The full circle of Gen2Gen. No trailers over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matthew Espinosa.
This is Erik Griffin.
And this is another episode of
Gen2Gen.
I saw you going with that, so I had to go with the voice too. Also, guys, be sure to leave your comments from YouTube. We're going to check out the link, the Apple and Spotify links in the description. Go leave a review. It takes a couple seconds. It helps support the channel. It means a lot. And you have a chance of being on the show next week and the weeks after that. So thank you guys so much. Be sure to also give us any questions in the comments for next week's episode, which we have a super special guest. Josh Terry is a life coach specialist, and I've been a huge fan of his content for a long time now. So if you have any questions for him, for us, it's going to be a dope Zoom call. Check it out. Give us some questions for him. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for watching, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.